Yes, so I am back and let's analyze the top companies of the renewable energy, I mean the power generation and distribution sector. Let's analyze because I'm going to build a long-term portfolio on that. It's going to be about like 10 years portfolio, so it's a really long-term portfolio, so I don't want to go into any short-term stuff like that. So let's start. I won't waste any time of yours or mine because we have to analyze all the companies. So let's start. So boom, and we are here. The first company, Tata Power. We all know Tata Power. Just a second. Okay, so let's check. There is Tata Power, and I will analyze all the companies in the power generation and distribution sector. More or less all the companies that are generating and distributing power, and I will only look for renewable energy, and my train is here. Not my train, but yeah, you get the point. So I will be analyzing more or less all the companies over here, and we will be only focusing on those companies that will have renewable energy in the future or for the future. So let's go. If actually anyone is watching this right now, just say hi in the chat. That's really good. That makes me feel really good. So let's start. Another train is coming. Let me just do one thing. I told few of my friends to join. And I can say one thing, like, to get views, one has to do many things. Okay, so we will be only be analyzing the companies that are in the renewable energy or that will get into renewable energy, and their obviously their mechanics, like everything, their P&L. We will analyze everything. So let's quick analyze a few of them, like the companies that I want to be in part of, and then we will detail analyze them later. But now first, do it. So this is the power generation and distribution companies. I mean the sector, power generation and distribution sector. So let's get into it. First company is NTPC. Okay, so the first thing I noticed when I'm starting to analyze NTPC, it's 17.9 P. That's a good P. If I look at the industry P, it's 37.8. And anyone who doesn't know what a P is basically price to earnings ratio. So what is price to earnings ratio? For example, you have a company of around like, you have a company and you earn 100 rupees, that you make 100 rupees profit, and you have 10 shares. So 100 divided by 10, that means your PE is 10. That's it. That's the simplest way to explain it. Like, you have a company, you make a profit of 100 rupees, there are 10 shares, every share gets 10 rupees. So that is exactly PE. Price to earnings. Oh no, I told exactly the wrong thing. It's not the PE, that's the EPS. P is basically the price of the share divided by number of shares. Price of the share divided by the EPS. Yes, so that's what P is. I'm a bit stunned, like I'm a bit nervous, so don't get it on me. So let's start. Okay, so the P is first of all very low. That's the first thing I would say. Like the low the P, it's better. But first, I will just quick analyze this thing. Let's go to the profit and loss statements. And in the profit and loss statement, I'm a bit nervous, so like, don't judge me. I know what it is, but yeah, I just got a bit nervous, so yeah. Let's get into it. Profit and loss statement. I get in. First, we will check the income is earning, like there's profit or not. For example, the profit is growing or not. So first, let's check the sales of the last 5 years or 6 years. Like if I check it from the last 5 years or 6 years, the sales are continuously growing, which is a good thing. Operating profit is also continuously growing. Nice one. We will also check the operating profit margin, that is the profit margin that the company is going through. So it's 29. It's also growing, but it came down in 23. Okay. So the operating profit margin, it's kind of a not a good sign that much, not that of a good sign, because I would think operating margin should be stable or it should go up. Okay. 29%, 31%, 30%, 27%, 29%. Okay. Other income we won't go over there. Net profit. What is net profit? 21,000 in 2020. Okay, 17,000. Obviously, it went down because it was COVID-19, and yeah, we can allow that. Then it again came back up 22,000, 23,000, and now 28,000. So it's a nice thing. Like the operating profit is rising, the operating profit margin is kinda like it went up and it went down, so it's okay. The net profit is rising, which is a good thing. EPS is rising, that's a good thing. Obviously, earning per share, that what I meant in the previous one. You earn 100 rupees, like your company earns 100 rupees. You have 10 shares, you divide 100 by 10, that means earning per share is 10 rupees. So that's EPS. I just got confused. So it's not PE. PE is that earning per share. I mean the price of the stock. Like for example, your price of the stock is 200 rupees, and your EPS is 10 rupees. You divide it with it. That means the PE is 20. Like you are paying 20 times for the amount. You are paying 20 times for the amount or for the profit per share. So that's what it is. Anyways, let's go. EPS is rising, that's a good thing. Let's check the big thing. Like we don't want much borrowings. Like the borrowings should be less than the reserves. It's a general case scenario, but in case of like power generation, where they need to hold plant and machinery, like big plants, they need assets like plants, and they need borrowings for that. So I think we can like take them on it. For example, let's check it. In March 2024, they have a borrowing of 2,37,000 and they have a reserve of 1,51,000. I think we can take it because first of all, it's a government company. Second of all, obviously in power generation sector, you need to have borrowings because no one has that kind of money. So it's okay. So borrowings. Okay, fixed assets, I won't see any of this. One more thing I want to see is like the cash flow. So what is cash flow? Cash flow is actually what's cash is coming inside the company. Like you can show profit, but there might not be actual cash flow. For example, let me give an example. It's nothing. Like for example, you sold a good to your friend, and he told you like I would pay the money sometime in the near future, like 5 years from now, 5 years down the line, or 1 year down the line. You book the profit because you have already sold it. You book the profit of 5 rupees or 10 rupees, anything. You book the profit. That's gonna show on the profit and loss statement. But there's not actual cash flow. Like the cash didn't come inside the company, so which is a bad thing. So if there is cash flow, like if there is increasing amount of cash flow, then it's good. I want to do one thing. I like to check one thing before like heading. Like if the company is actually making cash. So how do you check that? We're going to take the net profit and we're going to add it up. And we are going to take net profit of last 5 years. We're going to add it up and we are going to take the net cash flow. I mean the cash flow from operating activities, and we are going to add it up. If we both add this up and it's kind of the same, that means the company is actually making cash. The cash is actually coming inside the company. Because in companies, borrowings is a very common thing. Like you give it out on credit, they're going to pay sometime in the future, like in 1 or 2 years. So it's very common. So let's go. Okay. So what is this? Okay. When I add it up, let me bring out my calculator. Okay, the calculator. Let's add up the net profit of the last 5 years. That's the quarterly result. It's over here. So let's add up the net profit of the last 5 years. So what is it? It's from 2020. It's a net profit. Let me add. It's around 11,902 plus 14,969 plus 16,960 plus 17,121 plus 21,332. Okay, so it's around 82,000. Let's clear it up. And now let's go over here and add this all up. So it's 23,890 plus 32,444 plus 41,788 plus 47,152 plus 40,785. It's double. That means the cash is actually coming inside the company, which is really good. And just to clarify one thing, I'm not teaching anyone. It's not a stock recommendation. I'm just analyzing this. I'm also a new investor in this field. I'm just analyzing it, just like you guys. And it's very common. I want to build my future. I want to make 1 crore rupees in 1 year. So I have to analyze it. This all goes as a backup, as a stable growth. It's all like a stable growth. You have to grow stably. So I'm also analyzing. Don't take lessons from me. I'm just analyzing. I'm also learning. So yeah, don't take it from me. I'm just analyzing. I'm just as much as novice as you guys. So I'm gonna bring the elephant to the table. So yeah, you need to address it. Okay, so that's the next thing. Let's go to the next thing. I checked the operating activities. Now the next thing I look at is like balance sheet. I looked at that. Okay, the next thing I look here is shareholding pattern. Let's go over to the yearly one. So the shareholding pattern, what I see is from the last 7 years, it hasn't changed, which is a good sign. I won't say it's a bad sign. Like a growing shareholding pattern of the promoters. The promoters means the owners of the company, basically, or the persons who are actually running the company. If the shareholding pattern for the promoters is going down, it's not a good sign. At least what I understand by like learning from the videos and like going through the 1% club and yeah, anything like that. So one more thing, like I joined the 1% club a few days back, so it's a good thing. I haven't started a few of the lessons still now. Like I have started a few, but not all of them. I'm also learning, so pardon me. If anyone is watching me right now, please like say hi to the chat. Anything, it would encourage me. Like one single chat can also encourage me a lot. It's a good thing. Okay, so promoters holding, it's not going up, it's not going down, it's stable, which is good. I don't complain about it. Promoters holding, basically the owners of the company, if they are buying their stocks, that means they have confidence in their like company. So if the promoters holding is growing, it's a plus sign. Another thing I want to check is FII and DII. That is, FII is foreign investors, DII is Indian investors. So if I check from 2020, the foreign investors are continuously buying like more and more share of the like NTPC stock, and the Indian investors did bought, but in March 2024 they sold a few, and again in September 2024 they sold again. Okay, anyways, let's do one more thing, is that the PE. The P ratio, I already told you that. What is a P ratio? P ratio is nothing but price to earnings ratio. Your company makes 100 rupees. Your company makes 100 rupees. There are 10 shares. Earnings per share is 10 rupees. That means the company earned 10 rupees per share. And the next thing is your company price at that particular point of time is, let's say, 200 rupees. So the price, that means, I mean, the profit per share is 10 rupees and you are going to pay 200 rupees for that. So the PE is 20 rupees. I mean, the 20. You are paying 20 times more than the profit made by the company. So that's what PE is. So I'm going to look at the PE graph for the last 10 years and we are going to check the highs and lows. For example, what I'm seeing right now, it's kind of not a good sign. Like in 2019, it was a 12.8 PE and it went down to 6 PE at 220. Like, it's a good thing because it was COVID-19 and it came down and it was climbing now. Another thing is, for last 10 years, the median, like, you know what the median is. We all have done median, percentage, like all those things in our school. So the P is really high than its median. It's now 17.9. But one thing I just want to add is, like, we can ignore this. For me, at least, I can ignore this because it's a long-term thing and maybe in long term it will go up. Let's see, one more thing is, what's their part in the renewable energy. NTPC along with the subsidiaries. Okay. Okay, the one thing I see is the renewable energy, that what exactly I'm looking at is 4.9%. Not that great. Like, the renewable energy is the future. At least I think renewable energy is the future. So the renewable energy over here is not that great. Let's see one thing. So this is the investor presentation, not this one. Okay, the renewable energy is not that great. It's like 4.9% of the total power generated by this NTPC Limited. Okay, let's see, another thing is their investor presentation. I mean, what they're gonna do in the future. So it's the investor presentation basically. Like, it's simply the company telling what they have achieved and what they're about to do in the future. So let's see. Key growth pointers are energy transmission, ensuring security, operational, robust financials, mission, vision. Okay, I don't want to go into that. Unparalleled presence across the nation. Present plus under construction. Okay, I just want to request anyone who is watching this stream, just say a hi. It's not gonna take much time of yours. Just say hi. Just putting it out there, like this. Hi everyone, if anyone is even there. And a laughing emoji. Can I do that? No, I can't do that. Hi everyone, if anyone is even there. That's at least like what I can do. Okay, so let's go into it. NTPC owned coal, okay, to administrations, renewables, 4.10% JVs and subdivision. Okay. Like, combining all the thing, the renewable energy over here is like really low, I would say. Hydro and renewables, it come up to around very low, 7% demand supply. I don't want to go into this. I just want to check what they're about to do in the renewable sector in the long term. Okay. Let's see what this is. Current capacity, pipeline, fuel mix, coal technology group mix, okay. Coal mining, nope. Spearheading energy transition and ensuring security. Integrated energy spectrum moving towards net zero. Okay, sustaining competitive tariff and like okay, long-term fuel security, coal mining, MTA. I don't want to look into all of this. I just want to see if there is anything about. I just simply want to see if there is anything about like renewable energy, and I just got it. There is not much about renewable energy, so I'm gonna cut it out. Let's go to the next one. Power Grid Corporation. First, look at this. Power Grid Corporation. We are gonna see how much they are making. I mean, what is this company first of all? Power Grid Corporation of India Limited is the Maharatna of CPSU and India's largest electric power transmission company. Goal holds 51% stake. Okay, I don't want to look at all this. Company moves large blocks of power from central generating agencies that have. Okay. Okay, so they are not power generating; they are power supplying. Like they are transmitting the power from one portion, one part to another part. Okay. Key points. I want to just go through the key points. Strong operating efficiency has helped surplus operational benchmarks set by okay. Strategic importance to the government. The company has plays a vital role in the development of Indian power sector, owning 85% of interstate transmission network. That's nice. It owns 87%, 85% of the interstate transmission. Like they work in power transmission, not power generation. Okay. Carrying 45% of generated power, strong project implementation capability should ensure that projects of strategic importance involving difficult terrain or such complexities. Okay, I don't want to go into this. EV charging infrastructure, that's something I would like to know. Companies promoting e-mobility by adopting electric vehicles for its own use and by installing fast EV charging stations across the country. So that's something we got to know, that Power Grid Corporation of India are putting EV stations all around the country. Okay, companies promoting e-mobility by adopting electric vehicles for its own use and by installing fast EV charging stations across the country. During the year, the company set up 11 EV fast charging stations. Now, Power Grid is operating 16 public EV charging stations as Delhi, Gurugram, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Bengaluru, Kochi. Okay. Work on addition of 24 public. There are more 24 working. Okay. That's what I want to know. So basically, EV, electric vehicle, renewable energy, these are the future. So I am currently investing on the sector. Like at least, see, I watched a few of Shashank's video, and I want to simply tell what he told is exactly correct. Like the renewable energy and also like who's that guy from Zerodha? I just forgot his name. Oh yeah, Nikhil Kamath. Nikhil sir also said basically that renewable energy, EV, these are the futures and this can't go down. And in this renewable sector, if we choose one or two companies that's going to do very good, like they have to win because this entire sector is going to go up. By the time we go into 2030 or 2035, it's going to go really up. At least that's what I think. What I think really doesn't matter over here, but still. Okay, so let's go inside. Companies promoting e-mobility by adopting electric vehicles for its own use and installing fast EV. Okay, I got this one. Work on product. There are 24 more public EV charging stations they're working on. Bengaluru, Delhi, Mysore stations. Okay. Power Grid is developing 11 EV charging stations in Shillong under fast adoption and manufacturing electric vehicles. FAME. Okay. Indian scheme phase 2 discussion are in progress about various municipal corporations, DISCOM, metro rail authorities for extending energy vehicle charging stations. Okay, revenue breakup. Okay, let's just simply analyze it. They are in the power distribution sector, like they are distributing power more than making, they are distributing power actually. Hello. That's great. So someone is watching and she is my friend from college. So that's nice. That's nice of you, Konkona. Big thumbs up. Okay, so let's go inside this. Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. The stock P is 18.9. Okay, let's just go inside, deep dive into it. Profit and loss. Expenses. Okay, let's go inside the sales. The sales are increasing. The sales are increasing. Okay, operating profit. The operating profit is increasing. The operating profit is increasing. Nice. Net profit is increasing. Let's see. Yes, net profit is also increasing. That's great. EPS is also increasing. For those who don't know of that much about, profit and loss statement, this is basically what I'm about to tell. Operating profit. Not exactly. No, I'm not that much talented. So basically, this is what I have to do because I want to invest in my future. So you can also learn. And it's really important, I would say. You should learn. But thank you. Really, thank you. Okay. So let's get inside this. So for those who don't know actually what's operating profit, what's net profit is, operating profit is basically you did something, like you did your work, you give your services, or like you sold your goods, you earned the profit, the raw profit you earned, that's operating profit. After that, there is interest, depreciation, you pay taxes, and then that's the net profit. So net profit is the final profit, but operating profit is what you earn from the basically like selling your goods, like subtracting all the expenses. So that's what operating profit is. But net profit is what you have after deducting depreciation, giving out interest to all the borrowings. After all that, you get your operating profit. So that's what it is. You get your net profit. After giving out taxes, you get your net profit. And what is EPS? EPS, I already told you guys. EPS is nothing. EPS is simply like your company made 100 rupees. There are 10 shares. You divide 100 by 10. Earning per share is 10 rupees. So that's what EPS is. The more the EPS, it's better. That means the company is actually making money. Okay, so the EPS is also growing, which is good. Let's go into balance sheet, reserves and borrowings. The borrowing is around 1,23,000 and around half of it is reserved. But for the power generation sector and power transmission sector, we can just don't look at this because they need to have loans. They need to take loans because otherwise for setting up that kind of plants and that kind of power lines and infrastructure, you need to borrow money from others. So they don't have that kind of money. So you need to borrow money. So borrowings more than reserves is very common in power generation and power like distribution sector. Again, I'm not like any teacher or something. I'm just analyzing myself. Let's see who is this. आज पढ़ा होगा ना, क्लास नहीं आज के ना, तू तो बोल लिया आज ये होगा ना, आज क्लास होगा ना, तू তুই তো বললি না ইয়ে হবে না, তোরা করবি না এখন ক্লাস। ওকে, সো দ্যাট ওয়াজ মাই স্টুডেন্ট। So let's get inside it. So yeah, so we can ignore that. Another thing I just want to check is like the operating activities. That's what I check. Like if they're actually getting money, like if they're actually cash coming inside the company. So in companies, most of the time, what happens, like if you sell someone something, they make payment on credit. But if you can't get the credit in a due of like 5 years, 10 years, that's a bad debt. So like you are not getting the money. You're showing the profit, but you are not getting the money. For example, you just sold something to your friend like for 20 rupees and he told you like I will pay you 1 year later. You book the profits. That's going to show up in the profit and loss statement. But there's not actual cash that's coming inside the company. So that's what I am doing. Like I'm adding up all the operating cash flow from operating activities and I'm just dividing it with the like net profit. So let's just do this. If it's more, that's good. That's really good. That means the company is actually making money. Okay, 11,059 plus 12,036 plus 16,824 plus 15,420 plus 15,573. Okay, it's 72,000, 70,900 something something. Let's check the operating cash flow. We're gonna add 30,739 plus 29,000. Let's just, I got 30,739 plus, what the hell is this? No, clear, yes. 30,739 plus 29,403 plus 26,124 plus 40,203. It's 1,24,000. That's way much. That means the company is making money. Okay. Yeah. So let's go to the shareholders pattern. And the shareholders pattern is like promoters pattern is also like very stable. So I don't want to go into this. So basically, promoters are the owners of the company. And for any owner, if the owner believes in his company, he's gonna buy his shares, and the shareholding pattern is gonna go up. So, but over here it's stable. So I just don't want to go inside this. Like, yeah, it's good. And let's look at the FII and DIIs. FIIs is foreign investors, like foreign markets that are investing in this company. What is this company again? Power Grid Corporation of India. Okay. FII, let's check it out yearly. Okay, it's going up, and in 2024 it kind of got down, and it's also sold anyways. But the Indian investors are continuously investing more and more, which is good. Okay. So one more thing I just want to check is like the PowerPoint presentation. I mean the investor presentation. Let's look at it. Power Grid. What they've told about the EV side of theirs, I mean the electronic vehicle power. Yes, that one. Power charging stations. What they've told about that. That's H2O plus some added salts. Okay, let's go. Overview. Pat rank, I don't want to look into this. Transmission lines, substations, IR systems, I don't want to look into this either. I just want to go inside the power stations, like what they're about to do with their power stations, because that's what gonna make money That's going to help us in the future, because power stations, like for electronic vehicles, you need to have power charging stations all around the country. That's what they're doing. So if the EVs go up, they will definitely go up. So simple. Again, I'm just analyzing. It's not a stock recommendation. I'm just analyzing. I'm also as novice as you guys. I'm just analyzing. I'm giving my time into this. After this, I'm gonna like analyze the con calls also. Okay, let's check it out. Total income. No, I just don't want to get inside these things. I just want to see what they're about to do in the power, I mean the charging station sector. What is this sectoral outlook? Growth drivers. No fossil capacity by, okay, 2030. So this is what I got. It is kind of interesting. Like they want no fossil capacity. Like, can I draw inside this? What is this? No, I can't. Nope. Okay. India to be 5 trillion USD economy by 2030. Okay. No fossil capacity by 2030. Okay. Green hydrogen emission, power requirement है तो okay. Energy storage. Okay. Business outlook, transmission business, other business. Leading energy transition for a sustainable future. Okay. Okay. So is there anything about EVs? Where is this? No, no, no. Like I have to check a few more investor presentation. There is nothing about EVs. Let's check the maze one. Like I want to know what they're going to do with those charging stations that was written over there, because that's a good thing. There's nothing. Charging stations, charging stations. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. No, nothing, 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 nothing. Let's do one thing. Like I will just search. What is this company? Power Grid. Power Grid Corporation of India Limited and charging stations. Power Grid Company of India and charging EV charging stations. I want to know about this. What? It's not in their investor presentation? Ma. Boom. Okay, so let's look into it. What's this? EV charging stations. I want to really know about those EV charging stations. Investor presentation. Investor presentations. Okay, I've looked into this. Like, I want to know about those EV charging stations. But actually couldn't find it. Okay. Anyways, let's not deep dive inside this. What is this? Okay. Transmitting power and progress. Okay. EV charging stations. Substations, no. EV charging stations, electric vehicle charging stations. Okay, I will deep dive into this later about this EV charging station stuff, but this is something that's gonna get me hooked up. Okay, one more thing I wanna just check before going to the next company is the PE of the last 10 years. And okay, here what I see something interesting. It's 2019 when it went to 22 PE, it came down crashing, and now it's again going up to really high PE. Okay, 19p it came down crashing, 18p it came down crashing, 17p it came down crashing, 20p it came down crashing, 21p it came down crashing. So something that history tells is like when it's 21 20p, don't buy it. It's 18p, it can come down crashing. So yeah, I won't buy it, but still it's something I will follow. Okay, let's go to the next one. That's Adani Green. Adani Green, Adani Power, Tata Power, JWS Energy, and Adani Energy Solutions, Torrent Power, NHPC, and there are many more. There are really, really many, many more. Okay, Adani Green. Let's look into it. Whoa! So the first thing I see is 201p. Fake reaction. I knew that. Okay, let's go inside this. I'm gonna just quick analyze this. Adani Green. Okay, for first thing I wanna see is over here, like what their distribution of power. Okay, here's what I wanted to know, because it's a green energy sector. Everything is green, and 68% of them is solar, 13% is wind, and hybrid is 19%. Okay. It's hot. It's really hot. And another thing, if anyone is watching right now, just put a hi in the chat. Just say hi. Hi. Like this. Let's again get inside this. Okay. So that's what I see. Let's see a few things over here. Key points, Adani Group. I don't want to know into this. The business sells power generated from wind power projects under long-term power purchase agreements. It's also engaged in the sale of solar and wind power equipment, project management, consultancy services. Another, I don't want to know about this either. Project portfolio. As FY24, the company is India's largest renewable power producer. So that's something I heard. But the P is really high. Let's check it out. It has 11 gigawatt of capacity under execution. It ranked 2 in the largest solar PV developer in the world. Okay. So see, I just wanna get this elephant on the table. But yeah, I need to address this elephant. Adani is gonna go in the like top 3 in the power generation sector because it's Adani, right? Like for me, at least I think they're gonna be Adani, there's gonna be Tata because it's Tata and Adani. So they, in this two of these companies, at least one of them are gonna be in the top 3. Like it has to happen because they are such a large group. They have like kind of monopoly in like many sectors, and they can like, for a new company or for some company that is small, it's difficult to grow because you don't have the money. But for Adani or Tata, they can just transfer the okay, they can just transfer the profits from some other company like TCS. They did this actually. Like they made a lots of profit on TCS, and after making this profit, they paid 100% dividend. That's something I got to know from Shashank, and it's really true. I analyzed it, and it's really great. Like they gave out 100% dividend, but 72% was owned by Tata themselves. So they got the money and they distributed it into other like companies of theirs. Like they distributed into Tata Power, they distributed to Tata Consumer, that thing, and yeah. So it was great actually. See, I'm also analyzing this for the first time. Like I'm making my own portfolio. Currently I have a few mutual funds, but I want to build my own portfolio, so that's what I want. So it's not an investment advice for anything. I'm just analyzing and I'm trying to grow. I want to make 1 crore rupees before 2nd November 2024. That's what I want. That's only thing what I want. But 2024 is just gonna end. So yeah, I failed. I know. But yeah, I'm gonna make 1 crore rupees. And this is something I want. Like I wanna invest in the portfolio. I wanna analyze the portfolio. I wanna have my own portfolio, and it's gonna go down. It's gonna act like my cushion in taking risks and lots and other stuff. It's all about growing steadily. Mutual funds are like no-brainers. I invest in mutual funds because a certain sum of my income goes over there every month. Like I'm investing in them every month. But over here, if you can make your own portfolio, it's good. You can have good returns. A mutual fund gives an average of like a Nifty 50 gives around 12%. Any mid cap will give around 15%. But if you can get a good portfolio of yours, like really analyzing it and really putting your money inside it, it can give you 20 to 20, like it at least 20% return, which is a good thing. Like if you can compound 20% return annually for 5 to 10 years, it's like really good. Like it's mind-boggling. That's such a big word that just came out of my mind. It's hot. Okay, so let's go to inside it. If anyone is watching the stream, just say an hi. It won't take much time. Just say hi, bro. Bro, hi. Boom, boom. Okay. Let's just get inside this. Okay. India's largest renewable. Okay, I got that. Power revenue split 81%. Okay, okay. Sale of solar powered equipment. Okay. Power supply, it increased revenue. Sales of solar supply from, okay, it went down. Power generation went up, really good. Okay, the most of them like are in solar. That's good. Okay. Expansion, I want to know this. In financial year, hey, that's nice, really. Love a high. I'm just analyzing myself. I'm also a novice. I'm just analyzing and like doing my stuff. I want to build a long-term portfolio, and that's it. I want to make 1 crore rupees in 1 year. So let's do it. I'm just analyzing the renewable sector, or the sector, basically the power generation sector, and inside the power generation sector, renewable energy is the big thing that's gonna come. as just like Nikhil Kamath said, and it's really true. Renewable energy, EVs, they're gonna come, they're gonna have it. So let's just analyze it now and wait. It's a long term portfolio, it's gonna go for about at least 10 years down the line. No jogs. Boom. Okay, the company kicked off its first hydro PSP in Andhra Pradesh or on the okay, I don't want to know that. In financial year 2024, the company's operational in 2024, the company operationalized 2.8 gigawatts of renewable energy, presenting 15% of India's total renewable capacity addition. Okay, it is developing world's largest single location renewable energy plant. Okay, that's nice actually. It's something really good. See, it's developing the world's largest single location renewable energy plant of 30,000 megawatt in Kavda to be completed by 2029. And many of the companies are going green by 2030, so it's a good thing. Hydro pumped storage projects, the company kicked off, okay, in Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Hydro PSP capacity by 2030. Okay, the company kicked off its first hydro PSP in Andhra Pradesh on the Chitravati River with a capacity of 500 megawatts, which is to be operational by 2027. It's going to get operational. So they have a lot of projects lined up down the line, so it's a good thing. High debt. They need to have good debt. Okay, let's analyze. First thing I see is like the P is really high for a power generation sector where the industry P. So this is basically what the industry P is. Industry P is nothing but the average of all the companies that are in the sector. So industry P is like 37 and the P of Adani Energy, Green Energy is 201. It's really high, really high. So let's just not go over there. Let's really quick analyze this thing. Profit and loss. Sales are increasing. That's good. Operating profit are increasing. Operating profit is increasing. That's good. Profit margin is okay. Profit margin is also good. It's increased. It came down, but it again went up. It may again come down, but yeah. Okay, net profit by 2020 they made a loss, then they made a profit, and now it's increasing, which is good actually, which is really good. It went down, like it was in loss was really going down, and it now coming up. So there is the EPS. For anyone who don't know what EPS is, it's the third time explaining EPS. Okay, let's just go 1.34, 3.13, 16.15. Okay, so the EPS is going up. EPS is nothing but the basically earnings per share, like how much the company is making profit per share. That's simply what EPS is. And what is P? P is price to earnings ratio, like the price of the company divided by earning per share. Like for example, a company is making 10 rupees per share. If you pay like 200 rupees, like the price of the stock is 200 rupees per share, then the P is 20, like you are paying 20 times more. So that's a very simple example. Okay, let's see one thing, if they're actually making money. I always want to check this thing because like they need to have cash flow. That's something I always check. Profit is not everything. Cash flow is everything. They need to have cash flow. If there's no cash flow, not now, but sometimes down the line, it will go down the drain. Or they will escape to London. Maybe not Adani. Adani won't escape to London, but still. Let's just do it. Okay, let's just add a few things. 182 plus 489 plus 973 plus 1260, and that's around 2900. Okay, now let's add this up. So see, if I check this, the cash flow from operating activities is really good. Like it's really, see, if I show net profit, like something is really odd in over here. If I look at the net profit, it's really low. Also, they paid interest on that. Okay, they paid interest on that, so that's why it's really low. Let's see the net cash flow. Okay, I would say one thing, like, yeah, they're making profit inside this. Like, cash is actually coming in, which is a good thing. Cash is actually coming inside the company. That's a good thing. Okay, shareholding pattern, let's see. Yearly. If it's growing, great. If it's not, not great. Okay, 74%, it went down to 56%. Oh my god. Then it went up to 61%, again 57%, 56%. It's going down. It's a bad thing. I would say, just out loud, it's a bad thing. The promoters are not holding that much of their share, but it also can be because of the Adani, like that thing happened with Adani. FIIs, they are also selling. DIIs, they are also selling. So it's a company I don't think I will be investing, because seriously the P is also is very high. Like you can see, it was 600 in 2020. It came down, it again came up. Like, it's really low. It's low than the median, but still I won't be doing it. It's still huge. Like, I won't be investing in this company. You need to have H2O plus some salts. Okay, let's go to the next company. And again, if anyone is watching, just say a hi. Hi. Just say a hi. Otherwise, what I can do is I can do this. With a TV remote. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Adani Power. So the first thing I want to see over here is how much they're making, and is there any... Okay, there is a legal case going on in this company. The Supreme Court ordered and dismissed the case filed by related to... Okay, so something that got dismissed. Okay, so first thing first, Adani Power, it's a what should I say? Adani Power is basically thermal power company. Like, they produce energy from coal or non-renewable sources. So that's not what I am exactly going for. So I don't think I would be investing in them. Like, simple. Like, coal is not the future. It would go down eventually. It's gonna replenish. Like, it's gonna get finished. So I'm not inside this. This is not the future. Coal, thermal energy, it's not the future. Green energy is the future. Any company that is now in the green energy sector, they're going to go down the line and they're going to make it happen. Okay, so coal I'm not going, but still I can just quick analyze this thing. The PE looks good. It's lower than the industry PE. Let's check the profit and loss statement. The sales are going up really good. The operating profit are also growing up really good. Net profit, they made a loss in 2020. Then it's going up really good. EPS is also going up. That's also really good. Borrowings. Okay, for the first time I could see, like, the reserves are more than the borrowings. Like, that's really weird in this power generation sector. Most of the companies I've analyzed till now, all of them had reserve, like, borrowings more than reserves. And it's really natural, because when you are in the power generation sector, you need to have those big infrastructure, and for that you need money, and for that you need to borrow money from others, either from bank or from other companies. Like, you need to borrow. But over here I really see one thing, like, their borrowings is low than their reserves. Weird? Yes, it's weird. When it's different from the entire sector, it's really weird. Okay, let's go down the line. Cash flow from operating activities. Okay, there's cash flow from operating activities also. Let's just do the addition again. And also again, if anyone is watching, just say a hi like this. Boom. Ouch. I almost got hurt. Okay, let's clear this and let's just add. So what's the P and net profit? Let's see. 1270 plus 4912 plus 727 plus 20829 37,700. Okay, let's check the cash flow. 37,700. Let's check the cash flow. 5,598 plus 7,014 plus 1,000 10,022.33 plus 8,431 plus 14,170. Okay, 45,000, and that was 37,000. Oh, I need to minus this. Where is it? I need to minus 2,200. It's like 45,000, 35,000. It's okay. Like they are making money, so which is good. Okay, ratios. Like the shareholding pattern. Okay. So they hold around 75% share. They sold it in March 2024, like in financial year 2023-2024. They sold it. Again, they got back up into same. Yeah. So it's good. What's about the foreign investors and the Indian investors? Foreign investors are selling it, and Indian investors also don't like it. Kind of, it's not the renewable sector I was hoping. Like, it's not renewable sector. They're making the entire power generation from coal or thermal energy, so it's not the future. I'm not going inside this. Let's go to the next one. Tata Power. That's a company. Again, a company of like a big group, Tata Group. They're going to survive under any harsh condition, simply because they're so large a company. Okay, let's check it out. So the first thing I see over here is 35 PE, which is less than the industry average. Let's read over here a few key points. Okay. Let's drink a bit of water. Water. I want to have some water. Okay. So let's see. As of financial year 2024, company has the megawatt energy, which includes the thermal. Okay, they're into thermal, they're into wind, they're into heat recovery, solar, and renewable energy. Capacity under construction, the company has the gigawatt of. Okay. So okay, I want to see one thing is like they are into thermal, but like they are into like 38% of them into renewable energy, which is really good. I like that. 38% is in renewable energy, and that's the sector I'm looking for. So let's check it out. Anything else? Okay. Presence across value chain. Generation segment, renewable segment. Okay. Generation of power. Comprises of generation of power through renewable energy sources, that is wind and solar and related ancillary service. Okay. Transmission and distribution. Comprises of transmission and distribution network. Sale of power to retail customer through distribution network. Comprises of transmission and distribution network, sale of power to retail customer through distribution network, retail and services. Okay. That's good. Okay, something I like to see over here. I just sat like this. I just want to get really comfortable. Don't mind it. Oh, it's hot. Okay, presence across value chain. The company is omnipresent in industries with operations in the field of generation of electricity from thermal and renewable sources, transmission and distribution of electricity and services like EPC and OM. Okay, this is a generation of power from hydroelectricity sources, thermal sources. Okay, yeah, I know that. Renewable segment comprises of generation of power through renewable sources, wind, solar. Okay, I know that already. Customer base has increased, which is also good. Oh, one second, let me just adjust the camera a bit. Perfect, I think. It's perfect. Hey. Again, if someone is watching the stream, just say a hi. Just say a hi. And that really encourages me a lot. Just say a hi. It's not much. Company's retail customer base expanded from 3 million, okay, to 12 million after acquisition of stake of Odisha's distribution power. Okay, that's something new. Transmissions and distribution comprises of transmission and distribution of sale of power. Hello, huh. Transmission and distribution comprises of transmission and distribution network, sale of power to retail customers through distribution network. Okay, company retail customer base expanded. Yeah, I got that. Company has operational capacity. Okay, I got that also. The company declared L1. Okay. For Jalpur Khurja Power Transmission Limited, which has capex of 750 crore and okay. What does this? I need to get an explanation out of it. Company's retail customer base expanded from 3 million to 12 million after acquisition of the stake of Odisha's distribution business. That's good, really good. The company. Oh, it's so hot inside this room. I really got. Oh my god, it's really hot. The company's retail. Okay, I got that. The company has 4383 CKM operational capacity. Okay, with Atho in the pipeline, the company declared L1 for Jalpura Khurja Power Transmission Limited, which has a capex of 750 crore, and Rajasthan Phase 4C Part C, which has capex of 1544 crores. Okay. Okay, I am pressing control, which is bad. Yes, it's perfect. Okay, so let's get inside this. Transmission and distribution comprises of transmission and distribution network, sale of power to retail customers through distribution network. Okay, I got that also. Others comprises of project management contracts. Yeah, I know that. Electric vehicle charging stations. Another thing, they also have got electric charging stations, which is really good. Okay, let's see. It is the only charging point operator in India to operate in bus charging. Whoa, they're into bus charging, fleet and home public charging. Okay, the company has market leadership in company charging segment with 55% share and 85% share in home charger installations across 442 cities and largest by any CPO. Really great. Tata is doing it good because they're providing charging stations to home. I mean, it's kind of really good because you need, if you can afford a charging station at home because they charge really fast, it's really good. So you can install it in your home, and they also provide public, so it's good in both the ways. So I kind of like it. Okay, global presence. Yeah, they have got global presence. Brownfield project. Okay, what's a brownfield project? The company has 100 megawatt Bhipuri PSP brownfield project. The project will cost capex of 4,700 crores and will start by mid 2024 and estimate to complete at 2027. Okay, the company has a okay. The company has aspiration of gigawatt power by 2023. The company has an aspirational target of 500 gigawatt by 2020, which implies 45 gigawatt capacity additions per year, out of which 179 gigawatt is installed by okay. Okay, okay, okay. I got it. They're into renewable sector, and I like this company already. Stock P 35 below the like yeah below the industry P. Let's go into profit and loss statements. And anyone, if it's anyone's watching, just say hi. Tell me hi. Hi, hi. Okay, let's go inside this. Sales are increasing. Nice, sales are increasing. Operating profits are also increasing, which is really good. Net profits. Okay, Profit margin is also okay. It's like it went up, then it again came down a bit. So it's like okay, I would say. Okay, what's next? Net profits. Net profit over here is also increasing. Good. EPS is increasing. Nice. Reserves and borrowings, I just need to check. Obviously, the reserves will be low than the borrowings because like it's a power generation sector, and you need to borrow money to set up those big plants and machineries, and obviously the transmission, the infrastructure, everything. You need to borrow money. So like it's okay. Reserves, cash flow. Okay, let's look at the cash flow. Something I just like to add it up. Let's add the calculator. What's the calculator? I love to have my calculator. That's a really bad song by my part. Okay, let's just add it up. Okay, 1316 plus 1439 plus 2156 plus 3810 plus 4280. Net profit 13,001. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, yeah, 13,001. Why did they cut the hell out of it? I just don't need to cut it. Cash flow, okay. Let's see cash flow. So 7375 plus 8345 plus 6693 plus 7166 plus 12596, and it will go up to like yeah, it's good. So they are making money, that's also good. Let's check the shareholding pattern. So what's the shareholding pattern? It's consistent. So they bought it like after 2020, they bought a major portion and they're holding it, so which is good actually. They hold around 46% of the share, like the entire percentage. FIIs, the foreign investors got a bit sold, they sold a bit. Indian investors are investing in it, that's a good thing. Like they sold, then they're continuously investing in it now, so yeah. But I can say one thing for now. I would like to say one thing. It's the best company that I have got till now, because over here, while analyzing, I got Adani Green, but the P is just whoa, Noshkar. Like the P is like, oh my god, stupendously high. I got Power Grid. They are into power transmission sector. They are into EVs. That's something I like, but it's still a high P. I followed it. Then there is Tata Power. They're into energy, like they're into renewable energy, the thing I am looking for. But the other companies are into thermal energy and very less in renewable energy, which I don't like. So NTPC is also into thermal energy, but like very little into renewable energy. So something I would like to I would love is Tata Power, to invest in Tata Power. Okay, let's just check one thing. What's the temperature of my laptop? Oh, it got high. Let me check just one thing. Don't slide down. It's not that. Let's just do one thing. Let's just push it up a bit. Yeah. Up. I need to have a proper placement for my laptop, yes. Okay. Anyone still watching? Just say a hi. Okay, let's go into the next. Okay, before going into the next thing, I just want to check one more thing. Is this the P of the last 10 years. Okay, now let's just look. In 2019 it went to 86, it came down. It went to 53, it came down. It went to 53, it came down again. Oh, at some point in its life it went to 113. But I would like to keep it to the last 10 years only. Okay, let's just see something. So this is over here. It came down. It's again up. It's like down. Kind of it's high from the median, but I would like to say one thing. I'm going for a long term. Maybe I won't invest now, but when the correction happens and it comes down a little bit, I would love to invest in this company. Before going to the next company, I would love to check like the next, this one. The investor presentation. Let's check it out. Water. Let's drink a bit of water. Okay, Tata Power Company Limited. See, this is what an investor presentation looks like. They're showing what they're up to. They're showing I am into renewable energy. The company, I am into renewable energy. Maybe Adani is the largest, but Tata is not gonna go back. The Adani's P is really high. And for Tata it's like really low. So I would love to have that P that low, and like obviously. Let's check it out. Tata Power Company Limited. Okay, largest vertically integrated power company. New age energy solutions. That's what I want. 12.8 gigawatts clean and green energy. Thermal energy 8.8 gigawatts. Thermal generation transmission capacity. Okay, nice. Generation, transmission and distribution. Yeah, they will have that in multiple states. Okay, yes, I just don't want to know all this. Okay, this is something. Clean and green to account for 59% capacity post project completions. Okay, that's something really good. After the projects they are working on right now, they are going to have 59% of their energy generated from clean and green energy, which is really huge. They're almost entirely going on green solutions. So it's a good thing to have. Thermal, hydro, wind, solar, hybrid. Okay, I got these things. Thermal. Okay. Okay, carbon net by 24. Okay, carbon net neutral by 2045. So by 2045, they're gonna go entirely carbon neutral. By 2030, they're gonna go zero waste to landfill. They're not gonna put any waste. That's nice. Our sustainability aspiration, education. I just know all this. Okay. Yes, achieving 100% clean and green energy by 2045. By 2015, it was 16%. By 2024, it's 42%. By 2030, it's gonna get to 70%. So they're really putting it out. Like they are going into renewable energy entirely. So, and it's down the line. It's down 20 years from now. Okay. Got it. Okay, everything is great. Okay. Yes, I want to look at those key highlights. Tata Power received letter of intent LOI for 377 circuit kilometer transmission project worth. Okay, that's nice. Detailed project report. Okay. Bhivudi pumped storage in Maharashtra. Okay. Tata Power and energize public EVs charging points. They are also into charging stations, which is good, like really good. Tata Power has energized 106 public EV charging points in 2025 financial year, taking the total charging points to 5,675 semi-public and semi-public chargers across 590 cities. So they are the largest public charger providers in this, like India, I would say. Okay. Solar rooftop business. They have also collaborated with ICICI Bank for solar rooftop business, which is good. Company has added bus chargers. They've added bus chargers and 11,500 home chargers during this quarter. Like good, it's really good. They're working on this entire renewable energy. I kind of like their entire goal over here. And I want this. I really go inside the energy sector. I mean, for the energy sector, renewable energy, and Tata Power is doing it. So like I like this thing. Solar utility scale order book. Roof. Okay, solar rooftop. Tata Power. This is the thing. Easy charge. Oh my god, look at this. So many public charging stations. So many home chargers. So they're really doing it. Odisha discounts, okay. Module manufacturing plant update, okay, that's nice. PM Surya Ghar Yojana. Okay, salient features. Okay. Tata Power is the market leader in solar rooftop. Okay, this is something new again. Tata Power is the market leader in solar rooftop EPC. So yeah, I got that. They're really into this like renewable energy thing, and I get it now. Hey, is this a financial report? I think it's a financial report, guys. It's not an investor. It doesn't look like an investor presentation. Why they've given so many things? That's a financial result. Sorry, that's not an investor presentation, but it has those things. And anyone, if they're still watching, if anyone is watching, just say a hi. It won't take much time. Just write it hi. Okay, let's go to the next company. JWS Energy. Okay, the first thing first, JWS Energy stock P is really high, 60%, 60. Okay, let's just see one more thing. JWS Energy Limited is this, and its subsidiaries are primarily engaged in business of generation of power from its power assets located in Karnataka, Maharashtra. Okay, JWS Group. It's a part of JWS Group, which is also a very big group. Thermal projects. Yes, what I want to see is this renewable energy. In renewable energy, operational is 3,613 and under construction is 2,321. What I want to see is what about Tata in comparison to JSW. How much they're using, like they're getting out of it. Okay, let's just see. Megawatt. And what's this? Megawatt, yes. 5,990, 5,900 around 5,900. And what's this? 8,000 was in thermal, 1,000 was in wind, heat. Okay. So I would say it's really greater than, because I'm gonna minus it. 14 minus 8 is maths. No. I'm still calculating. It's 6,000. It's 6,000. So it's kind of more. It's like it's same, around same. So let's see. I'll just see JW's energy a bit more. Long-term PPAs. Presently, the company has long-term PPAs for around 81% of total capacity, while the balance is being sold for short-term merchant basis. Okay. Out of the total capacity under long-term PPAs, 98% is under take or pay agreement, and the balance is 2%. Okay, I don't want to know all this. Upcoming projects. This is something I want to know. Wind projects. 2.1 gigawatts wind project. ACCI X project under progress with COD received 216 megawatts of September. Okay. Okay. Commission of ACCI X wind project. JSW Renew Energy Limited, a wholly owned step down subsidiary, has started phase wise commissioning of 810 megawatts connected wind power project. Okay. Sure. Okay. The total current installed capacity becomes 6,822 megawatt, while the under construction capacity is 2,969 megawatt, which is likely to be commissioned in phases over the next 12 months. So they are also into this energy sector, JSW Energy. Okay, so I kind of like it. Okay, let's analyze it fast. P60. Okay, let's just go down. Profit and loss. Are they making profit? 8,000. It went down. It's okay. It's COVID-19. That time was COVID-19, so we can't judge it over there. And they again drew back up and it's increasing. Nice. Let's look at the operating profit. It went down and it again went down. Okay. So it took a bit of time to recover, but yeah, now it's growing. Net profit. It went up, then it again went down, it again went up. It's just kind of don't like that much, because a very stable growth would be sufficient. I just don't like the profits are really going down. Let's check, but it's a good company. I'm talking about like 10th years down the line. So let's see. Reserves and borrowings. Obviously, the reserves are going less than the borrowings, and it's not much less, so it's okay. Cash flow. Are they making cash flow? Or is there cash flow? Let's check it out. 2086 plus 3700 plus 2952 plus 2084 plus 6234. 17,000 around. Let's add this up. Where's my calculator? Yes. 1081 plus 823 plus 1743 plus 1480 plus 1725. 6,000. Yeah, so they are making money. What about shareholding pattern? Okay, see, this is something that I don't want to see. They're selling their shares. That means the company's owners don't have faith in this company. But I would say one thing, the foreign investors are investing, the Indian investors are selling it out. Let's see. I'm going to keep it in a follow book because I want to follow through. And let's check one more thing, is the 10 years PE ratio. Okay, so it was high and it fell down. It's again going up. It's probably going to fall down again. So let's see, I'm going to follow this company through. Let's check it. Okay, one last thing. PPT, investor presentation. Let's look it out. Check it out. That's results presentation of quarter 2. Okay, where is the investor presentation, bro? Okay, con calls. Con call notes. Power sector has experienced exceptional growth in the GDP estimated to increase by 8.1. Manufacturing sector. Okay, power demand grew by 7.5%. That's also nice. Record peak demand reached 250 gigawatts. Total installed capacity in India is 447 gigawatts with net capacity. Okay, I got that. Growth and GDP estimated to have increased it. Hmm. These are the con calls. I just need to do one thing. Like I need to copy those con calls and put it into ChatGPT and just like give it a summary. I just don't want all this. Okay. PVD. Is this the investor presentation? Load faster. My internet is not that slow. Or is it? It went down really bad. Come back up. Oh my god, why it's so slow? The frames are dropping. My internet took a hit hard. Yeah, my internet. Why my internet speed is so slow? My internet connection is really stable, but I don't know why it's like really slow now. I would check it out. Anyways, let's just shake it. Yeah, my internet connection is seriously very, very slow. I don't know why. I just need to check it out. Okay, let's just not go into this and complete the result presentation. Okay, see, renewable energy, obviously it's going up. That's nice. Why my Wi-Fi is not being able to handle it really. Yeah, let's check one thing before leaving. What's my? Yeah, it's okay. My Wi-Fi got really hit hard. Yeah, and now it's back. It's again gone. Why my speed is so slow? I seriously don't know why my Wi-Fi speed is really that slow. Anyways, I don't know for how long it's been going. I need to check that out. Okay, let's just see. Let's not waste any more time and let's just complete it fast. Okay, consolidated statement. I don't want to know all this. The simple thing I want to know is this: hydro, wind, and solar. They have gone really into hydro. Okay, everything is great. If anyone is still there, just say a hi. That's really great. Okay, I don't want to see all this. I know. Under construction, yes. Robust growth pipeline. There's our under construction pipelines. Okay. Okay, thermal assets. I don't want to know about thermal assets. Renewable assets. Presence across all modes of generation: wind, hydro, and solar. From wind, it's 3676. Hydro, okay. Okay, that's nice. Yes, I know all these things. Okay, there's nothing more I can see. But if I have to say, this is really good. This thing is really, really good. So first of all, what I just really want to say is I would follow this stock. I would follow this company. And for today, I think it's really good. I found really a few of the really good companies, and we will analyze again from Adani Energy Solutions, Torrent Power, NHPC. Is we would analyze this all. Okay, so without any wasting any further time, that was today's session. I analyzed a few stocks. I got two companies. Tata Power is like the number one I would like follow. I would love to follow. Power Grid Corporation, I followed it, and JSW Energy, I would follow it also. Okay, nice. Bye everyone. Bye. I'm gonna stop the stream now.